I was Pee Wee Herman and had lipstick on.
You guys are live, so that was perfect. You're on. That's how we start Shark Tales.
We're
was
live.
Pee Wee Herman with lipstick.
Okay, so we're having a good old time here before we even push play. And this guy dressed up as Pee Wee Herman. Can you do the Wait a minute. What's the name of our show?
Shark Tales
Woo.
with Andy.
Okay, now that you know that, back to the Pee Wee Herman story.
Man, it's been a long time since I've seen Pee Wee Herman.
I used to watch Pee Wee's Playhouse growing up.
Yeah,
Saturday
I did
mornings.
too,
Used to get up
absolutely.
Saturday mornings. All you stupid little kids that can watch cartoons 24/7, 7 days a week. We used to just watch them Saturday morning from like 7 in the morning till 10. That was it.
And
no
we-
more cartoons.
And
Sunday.
we didn't have it in streaming or like
No,
recorded. Like
we had 3 stations.
Yeah, we had to wait for it to come on TV.
And if you had a soccer game, you missed out on your cartoons.
You know.
You got up early on Sunday, all you got was Sesame Street.
Yep.
But anyways, we are at night number 2 of the Silver Cup. Tonight was the tribute to John Padjen, or the John Padjen Classic. So I think everybody pretty much knows who John Padjen was. He was the promoter here for a long, long time. Him and Robbie kicked ass as promoters. We didn't appreciate it back then. I didn't.
Yeah.
But as you grow older and you look back, it's like, damn, they did a really good job here. And yeah, so John started as like a pit gate steward, I guess, like at Auburn and Roseville. Somehow got his foot in the door at West Capitol. Became the promoter at West Capitol, partnered with Don Tognati and Leo Warsh, I think. And then progressed to Chico and Placerville. And I mean, the Gold Cup was one of the biggest races in the country there for a few years.
It's definitely like one of like the grand events that the Outlaws would go to.
I remember the first time I ever made the A main event at the Gold Cup, back when it was the legit Gold Cup, like 50 cars on Thursday, 50 on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
God, I was so excited and proud of myself.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, tribute to John Padjen. The family asked me to do a memorial lap. There's not too many people racing around here that was around the Padjen era. So they had slim pickings, and luckily they picked me over this guy. They must not have liked you.
It's all right. No, it's cool. Like you have your family car. Like that car's been a staple for this place for a long time.
So the 92 has signed in many times with Robbie at the pit gate. So and it was nice to see Robbie here today too.
Yeah.
But I wish
Alan
I would have
too.
done
I
better.
haven't seen Alan handy in a
Yeah,
long time. He threw in an extra $1,000.
$1,000, yeah, that was
the
cool.
Purse.
And
Like,
so did
thank you,
Sierra.
Alan.
Hi Sierra. Was it Sierra entered? What the hell? I can
Hi,
never
Sierra.
remember.
Hi,
Sierra.
They did 1,500.
Chris
I think.
Myers.
It
Yeah,
was
I can never
15.
remember his business.
And then
Where
Scott
was
Cammy
Shane
threw
Hopkins
in
this
another
weekend?
1,000.
Good call, Shane.
Placerville Speedway threw in
Where were
another
you, Shane?
1,000.
Oh, hi, Bill. So yeah, I'm gonna instead of us just bullshitting a lot, maybe we'll read our.
That's why I'm sitting here.
Okay, so if somebody asks a good question, you tell us. But anyways, so 49 cars tonight. Let's talk about the draft. Qualifying draft.
Andy, like that was a boss move that you did. That was pretty badass.
I thought he was crazy.
Yes, I thought he
said
was
it.
too.
I
Like,
said, you're crazy.
all right, so like, we kind of explained the draft yesterday, but everybody's kind of got the lineups that you get to pick your spot, and
People were
won.
thinking and studying, and then even Sanders. When Sanders went up there, I mean, he was like,
And he got mad at you for calling him out.
"Yeah, I like to stir the shit. I don't mind stirring the shit."
But everybody's pretty scared of Group 1. The first guy likes to pick the last car in Group 1, which makes a lot of sense. That's pretty good strategy. And then after that, like, everybody's like piling on in the middle, piling on in the back.
Everybody was picking Heat 3. Like, Heat 3 was almost full, and there was none. I didn't understand that. But
I did too.
yeah, he was in Group 3.
But this guy, he's looking at this board, and you pick pretty late in the draft, and you're like, I think I'm going to pick P1 of Heat 1. I'm like, no, you're not. And he's all, I just might. And then it came up to him.
I was kind of talking smack to him.
I know,
I was
and
like,
then
hey,
it's
watch me. I'll be cool
and
and
then
do
it came time to it, and he hesitated for a minute. I'm like, you gonna put your money where your mouth is? And he did it. P1,
Heat 1, P1. Put it there. And then
God.
TK went after me. He goes, Heat 5, dead last. The two old farts are just like not giving a shit, right? Put us wherever you want. We don't care.
God, but Andy, that was a boss move because like the track was not good
No.
for you, man.
So I pick first out to qualify, and I was like kind of betting that the track was going to be shitty.
Better in a better condition
Yeah.
than last
So
night,
I
for
roll up
sure.
on the track to pack track, and I get up there, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Bad decision. It was pretty snotty. Just in 3 and 4, though. Really 3 and
Yes.
4. So it was like my first impression as I drove on the track was like, oh shit.
Oh no.
Big mouth. What do they say? Don't write a check your
Butt can't cash, right?
your alligator mouth and your chicken shit ass or something.
What?
I don't know. Anyways, here's the moral of the story. I backed it up. P1,
Yes.
Heat 1, quick time,
Dude,
and I lasted quick
impressive.
time for a while.
That was impressive. Hell of a. And okay, I do have a bit of an issue with our officiating crew. Like, one car, like, hot lapped in a 12-second bracket. Everyone was 13 seconds or worse, and perfect. Let's go qualifying.
Okay.
I'm like, it's not ready yet. Like, the track is not ready when one car gets in
Yeah.
a 12-second bracket. Like, we need to work that in better.
So you're 40. I agreed with you, but I didn't give a shit, right? I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm to the point now, it's like, whatever. So you have 5-6 years, and you won't give a shit either.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Let's talk about qualifying. So I went and gave you some tidbits.
I know,
And
and-
you
and
didn't
Mr.
do exactly like I said.
So I think I don't know how. I think
You do too.
no, because like you came over and the first thing you said was like, "What do you think you're gonna do?" And I told you I'm gonna try to arc it higher than everybody else in 3 and 4 and kind of get a better angle at the
Yep.
things. Well, that's exactly what you need to do. So my dad gets on me all the time, like, "You're not up on the cushion on entry." I'm like, "I'm trying, Dad. Like that was my plan."
Sometimes the car
And
just
I
kind of
just-
drives you down. Like that's where the car
Sometimes it
wants
is
to
true,
go.
but maybe like I don't know where to put my car out there. Maybe I'm
Well,
losing it.
let's
Something.
let's
Losing
talk
that
about what is it, the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, where everybody's like,
Yeah.
okay, so our old cars had the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. So you're second quick.
pill. Yes.
And so I'm looking at the list of people that I think might bump you, and you dodged a couple bullets.
Yeah.
You're still second quick. Your old car goes out and qualifies. He qualifies, takes a checkered, and then he slowly coasts off the track. So then the next car out, my old car. He goes out, not a good lap. Second lap, totally dicks up. He's screwed. Well, your old car didn't drive all the way off the track. So they throw the yellow, and they give my old car 2 freaking more laps,
At full speed.
and he bumped you into third quick.
He went quick time for the group. I'm
Yes,
pretty
Yes.
sure.
Well, hell, if you give someone 12 laps to qualify, eventually they'll be fast time, right?
Stephen Allard. That,
Oh, that's
yeah,
my
that
favorite
reminds me of
story.
Stephen Allard. God. Calistoga.
What's the story?
Calistoga.
My very
They-
first time ever
First
scoring.
time scoring.
Very first time ever scoring.
We had a hand clock.
And I
this
said,
isn't
I
the year
can't-
that Palin got the track record.
Yes.
I said, I can't do that because my husband's out there racing. This is my first time. They'll think I did something. So it was Laurel and Jerry DeVecchia. And they were stopwatching. And Laurel says, I didn't get it. Well, he'd gone quick time on his first lap. And I said, too bad. I don't care. He's not getting another lap. He's quick time right now. And she said, who was it? I said, it's Sean. And she goes, well, I didn't get the other lap. I said, I don't care. He's not going out again. So he goes out again. He goes faster when they sent him back out again. And he comes back in and he says, did anybody hear my time? And Steven said, yeah, you got quick time on lap 12. Good job.
Stephen Allard. Classic.
That's my story.
That
So,
sounds like Steve.
my Calistoga
Yeah.
story is the year that Kevin Pilot, and I don't know if Pile's watching, but Kevin, you know you didn't break the track record that year. You lifted going into turn 1, you lifted going into turn 3, and somehow he was a second and a half faster than the whole damn field.
We all figured
That was
we
like
could've ran
03,
faster.
03, 04 Civil War show, I think, or maybe it was later, I don't know, but
It was
anyways.
a stopwatch timing.
So, long story short, back to us.
Yeah,
You
so
got bumped
Got
to
bumped
third
to
quick,
third. Yep. And then,
which was a complete sucker hole, because I was P1 in my heat.
yeah, and the bottom just
That was
didn't go.
No, I was in third place by the flag stand.
Yeah.
I was pretty confident, like, oh, all I gotta do is finish first or second, no big deal. Oh shit, I'm already in third at the flag stand.
You were lucky
And guess
you
who
could
didn't
do it.
make the dash, and guess who started P14?
Yeah.
This guy right here.
2 thumbs.
Shoot. totally changed my night when you don't make the dash.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I was running fourth in my heat, started third. Oh, actually, Jody Robinson did a good job avoiding me because we dive into turn one. She's outside of me. I kind of was sliding up. Left rear bikes up, almost flipped it over right across her nose. She did a good job avoiding me, so I actually apologized to her after that, and I said, I mean, that was on you. Good job avoiding me. But I was running fourth, probably going to get fourth, and then yellow came out for another car,
And
former car owner.
oh, the intentional slow down,
Yeah.
get the caution and start. So, just so anybody knows, if I'm ever 100% in charge of a racetrack, I'm gonna go to an Army surplus store. And I'm gonna get a cannon or a bazooka or a missile launcher. And if you pull some bogus bullshit yellow flag, I'm gonna missile launch your ass off the track. We're not gonna throw the yellow. We're gonna shoot your car and blow it off the track. Oh my God, there's nothing worse for a show. I think sometimes racers are selfish, like we're really all about us, right?
Sure.
But we forget that we're really here to put on an event and a show, and pulling out these chicken shit yellows just kills the show. So, yeah, so then that put you back into
That
P3,
hurt.
right?
Well, so I'm P4, double file restart.
Yep.
Didn't
How'd you
get-
not get it done for P4?
Cox.
I biked up again in the next corner, and then I got passed, and Justin Cox passed me 3 and 4, so I fell to 5th. Had to run
Which is
another
funny.
B
I
main.
thought you made the show running 5th. I was shocked when I saw you drive out for the B main.
And you don't
I
pay
gotta-
attention to
I
anything.
know. I gotta pay attention to this crap.
Jeez.
I did drive my ass off one night at Hanford. I don't remember who I was racing with, but man, we were going at it for 4th because I thought I had to finish 4th. Well, it turned out I had to finish 5th, and I took some risks I should not have done for 4th. But yeah, I should pay attention to drivers' meeting. That's typically when I'm updating Facebook. 49 cars.
I
at the
see you on your
Padjen,
phone all
yeah.
the time. Yeah.
I think
So-
that was Caleb Henry that you were racing.
I don't remember. It's been a couple years. But
Yeah.
anyways, so you did good in the B.
Yeah.
You just minded your own P's and Q's.
Kinda, yeah. But still backed her up to 4th and finished 4th at the end, and had to start dead last in the show.
That was a long B main too.
It was a lot of reds. Oh, didn't have the headphones, but Mikey Allen, he's the new DOC here at Chico. Guys, we gotta breathe.
Oh,
Stay calm. We gotta get
brother.
this done. Like, oh no.
Yoga?
Was the Nick Larson crash in the B or the C?
That was a C.
Oh, was
Holy crap!
Oh,
So
That was
I
scary.
that
Yeah.
was-
I didn't see it,
He
but I
looked and
He jumped the cushion a little bit. He didn't jump it, but he got off of turn 2 and he was kind of doing this. And then the left rear, you know how sometimes the left rear just takes a nice bite?
yeah.
And it just drove him right into those foam blocks.
Oh,
Right as the last block he got.
yeah.
And I wasn't paying attention. I mean, it sounded like a freaking
Yeah.
atomic bomb went off.
Mm.
And I think there's foam block particles that made it all the way to freaking Orville. I mean, there was shit everywhere, and he flipped his ass off. And then that insult to injury, when someone's flipping, that you hear the crunch, clank, bunk when he free round the motor because the driveline and all that shit went out. So it was clank, clank. I mean, it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna land in the grandstands.
That was right in front of the scoreboard,
was.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary.
So
Thank God for foam.
Woo.
Yeah.
I know, good job you. Troy did give you a shout out.
oh
Those
yeah,
foam blocks.
those foam blocks were kind of my idea. So
He
there's
did
foam
give
blocks
me a
here for the
shout-out.
monster truck shows, and they would just store them out in the field. And I'm like, those foam blocks would be a hell of a lot better against the wall than over there in the weeds. So, yeah, those foam blocks have been utilized by quite a few crashes. There's some in turn 4 too, but yeah, there was crap everywhere, and I don't think Nick quite knew where the hell he was at because I kind of went out there to kind of survey the damages, and he was a typical driver. Yeah, I'm fine. And the
Right,
fireman's
right.
like, "Don't be tough, guy. Are you okay?"
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Justin Henry said torsion bar ended up in the stands.
Oh
woo!
my
You don't want to get
God.
hit by a torsion bar.
Wow.
Dang.
That's scary.
No kidding.
That's why I tell you guys, there's certain places to sit at this place, and
I
ain't one of
have
them.
stood back because I saw that crash on wall. That was where I used to always stand. Sean got mad at me one time. There was a red, and
There's
they
a
said,
red because
somebody
we
got
had
hit
a
in
red
the-
flag because spectator in the pits got hurt. So I stop and I'm looking around. I'm like, guys, where's my wife?
Uh-huh.
Like, is she okay? Like, worried about her during
I
the
was
race.
fine.
Yeah.
I would have been.
I
Guys,
knew where I was.
Kenneth didn't get hit in the head holding Mia, did she? I'm just joshing you.
I remember we're at Placerville one weekend, and what's his name's coming up the freaking hillside.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Stephen Allard.
No.
No, it was
Burnell?
Yes,
When he came way up the
Burnell.
hill?
Yes, when he's coming.
He
up
made
the
it
hillside.
all the way to the fence.
Oh, in the
And-
56, right?
John, one of
so.
our
Oh, that's right.
one of our
You guys were in the
crew guys,
grandstands.
we were all in the grandstands. He grabbed Mia, our dog,
Good job,
and
John.
said, "I can't have
held her in
the."
front of him.
No, he
Oh.
said, "I can't have the driver
He's doing
mad
okay.
at
Sarah
me."
Larson says he's okay.
Scary crash. He's doing okay now, looking like a concussion from the crash.
I bet he's
Oh,
concussed.
yeah.
I'm concussed from the
Good to
sonic
hear.
foam block boom. Yeah,
Oh,
that
he's
was gnarly.
okay.
Yeah. That
Okay,
was the
so
worst one all
yeah,
weekend,
so
I
that was
had to
Ryan
say.
Burnell one night at Placerville lost his steering and his brakes, and he made it all the way up to the chain link fence. And then he got to the chain link fence and he kind of used it as a motocross berm and was like, brr, brr. I mean, people were running for their lives and stampeding. It was like one of them
Yeah.
concerts where the people get trampled, but everybody ended up being okay.
Yeah, but your crew guy grabbed your dog and said, "I don't want the driver mad at me. Save
You
the
guys
dog."
weren't even near it.
Oh yes, it was
You
gonna
guys
land in
were
our
over it.
laps.
Hey, RMI's fixed that problem though. I
I
mean,
know.
that's legit what RMI did this past November with that wall and that fence there.
Pretty trick. Yeah.
I mean, if somebody ends up getting in the grandstands over in 3 and 4 now, they deserve to do it. I mean, they did something. But and they're doing more work. I just saw on Facebook. They're doing stuff on the backstretch. So props to MRI. I saw some pictures from Petaluma today. They're still kicking ass at Petaluma. So all our Northern California tracks, Marysville put new lights in. Obviously, what they're doing here, we're pretty lucky. All we do is bitch and moan.
I know.
Placerville sucks, Marysville sucks, Petaluma's a shithole, Chico's official suck ass, blah blah blah.
You guys don't complain about those tracks, though.
We're-
You guys both do
We're,
really well.
we're pretty lucky. And then Peter's doing what he's doing at Hanford. But yeah, I mean,
He's gadget now.
screw Skadge. That's too far away.
He's a big baby.
I talked to your car owner. Poor guy. He's over there getting paid. Drive back. He's got to just stay at his brother's house, but then
Yeah.
go back to freaking Washington. God, that's
Such
just,
a-
ugh.
Such a toe, man.
So I don't know if we talked about this off of Shark Tales or on Shark Tales. We talked about how everybody wanted to get paid after the races.
That was last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah,
Was
you
that on
did
the
talk
show?
about
We
it.
talked about it.
But Rachel texted you afterwards.
Okay, so here's the scoop to all you racers that had to get paid after the races. Now, Civil War, you're going down because you don't pay us after the races. We had 45 cars last night,
Yep.
49 cars tonight. 2 people total went to get paid. That's almost what, 100? Almost 100. What is that, 90?
98.
98 total cars. So that's 98 total payouts. 2. How important is getting paid after the races if only 2 people go to get paid? Oh, racers. That's why I could never be a promoter, because I could never comprehend the bitching and moaning about getting paid after the races, and then poor Rachel Sweets in there writing checks, and only 2 people came and got them. And the same guys that bitch about the $20 pit pass or the pit fill fee back to Civil War, they're the same guys that have 19 custom painted helmets every year. I've had 1 custom painted helmet my whole career. And never again is all the paint chipped off. I'm talking to you, Randy Frank. Oh, your car owner's watching. He told me, he goes, wait about 20 minutes for me to get on the road. I'm going to watch.
He said I left without mine.
Well, he went in there to get paid. He was one of the 2.
One. So now you're
He didn't get paid?
One. We're down to 1.
So only 1 guy. Oh, my God. No paying after the races from now on. We're mailing your checks. Screw you.
Gotta charge
Hope you got
extra
it.
now for postage.
Yeah, hope it
Oh my
gets
God.
there. The
Price
mail
of
system
stamps. I would, if I
volume.
was the promoter, I would demand that you got paid after the races. You could go broke.
58 cents a stamp.
Is it 58 cents? Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Dang.
Holy crap. Okay. Did we get to the main event yet?
No.
Yeah, did you do heats?
No, you didn't. Yeah.
He
Oh.
started 24th.
I know,
was
I
where
talked
you
about my
stopped.
heat. I sucked.
Oh,
I got
okay.
3rd.
Okay.
I started 14th. You started Were you dead last again?
Dead last again. P24. And
Then you weren't that far
Wait,
behind.
you
Jake
get
Wheeler, he
bragging
didn't
rights.
start. They were working on the car. Jake Wheeler didn't start because
There was a scratch on the whiteboard.
Yeah, he didn't
X'd him
start.
out.
Oh, so you were in the back row by yourself?
No.
Well,
he
when we
went back
did
row.
4 wide, like I moved to the outside and I look and I'm like, we're missing somebody. I didn't know who it was, but yeah, Jake Wheeler. I don't know what happened.
So you were
He
in
was bragging
row
rights.
2012 by
Yeah.
yourself. So what'd you choose, the outside or the inside?
No, like there was our trophy, campsite trophy.
Shane's watching. He had to weigh tonight, so he did better than you guys.
Yeah.
He did what?
He had to weigh tonight, so
Oh yeah,
top
we
five
had
to
to
the
go.
scales.
They had a little mishap with a confusion at the conjunction last night. Not everybody weighed, and people wanted people disqualified. Nobody was gonna be
Whatever.
too light. I'm so
Right.
sick of weighing cars. I don't know. We weigh so much. That's like the only rule we care about. I could have ran my 410 tonight.
Yeah,
Nobody would have
we
shown
shouldn't
as long as I
had to
weighed.
We shouldn't have had to weigh all weekend, in my opinion.
We had so much goddamn mud on the car. I mean, they should have awarded someone for being too light. Congratulations, you're too light. I don't know how you did it. You
Right.
win an award.
Well done, you.
Okay, so I'll start talking about me first because I started further forward. But
And I was catching you.
yeah, I think I saw you one time and then I flew off the track.
I poked my nose under you. Yeah, in 1 and 2.
I was good, and like we were trying to talk about the car, and like it's like I don't know why we weren't better. I mean, I was fast, but not going anywhere. We ended up having the 6th fastest time of the race, which I mean that's not great but it's not bad, but just nothing really went. Just was back there going nowhere.
Mhm.
And then Willie half spins out. I take evasive action to miss him, so I go
I was right behind you
I
at
go
that point.
flying off the
One way.
track, and I just kind of give a glance over, like, you can't really turn your heads in these
Yeah,
cars,
yeah.
right? But I kind of did one of these, and I see him straighten it out. I'm like, that peckerhead. So now I'm off the track, so I'm doing this 360, and I'm like waiting for, like, you always have to like give it one lap in case there's a red or a yellow, you
Yeah,
get your
yeah.
spot back. So as I'm driving up there, go yellow. So now it's like, what are they gonna do? Is it my
Right,
yellow?
right,
or
right,
are we
right,
looking
right.
around for someone stopped? And so
We waited
I-
for a
I-
good 5-6 laps before they.
I
finally
talked to
told
Colby.
you.
Goes, man, we were talking about what to do. I'm like, nah, you guys made the right decision.
so,
mean,
too.
the
Yeah.
caution was for me, and I wasn't gonna pull back on the track in last place in front of the leaders. So I would have just pulled off. And B, if they told me the caution was mine, I was done. So yeah, they did a good job there. The caution was for me, even though I didn't stop, and I licked my wounds and I just got the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Did you do a 360?
I was out there in the grass.
Yeah.
I think I did a
You
360.
did a 360.
Is that the rule?
Well,
I know that's a
think they have
KWS rule.
Yeah, and
They do have a
SCCT
rule
might
about
have that.
360s.
I think it was just some assholes out there doing 360s. We need to throw the caution. So, yeah, they just put me to the back, which is what they should have done. Back to my bazooka story, though. Isaiah Vasquez, he got all dicked up in the dash, got stuck up on the infield
Yeah.
berm, and he kept going. And when I saw him, I complimented him for that.
The Mikey Allen, competition director, also said, "Hey, 83, we saw you do that. We appreciate you keeping the show moving." So
I agree.
they let him know. Good job too. So
I think
yeah, young kid, but
one of my
Pretty cool move.
rules, if I was the DOC, would be no yellows in the dash. If you cause a yellow, you're done. So that would make you avoid, because
no, that makes sense.
who starts
Sure.
eighth and
Only
gets
6 laps?
a
right,
bad
right.
start and they pop it out of gear? Well, there's no sense to pop it out of gear because you're gonna
Now
be
you're gonna
DQ'd.
start
So
last in that. Yeah.
I hate when dashes drag on, because I mean the point
Yeah.
of a dash is bing bang boom, get it out. And there's been a few dashes that take a long time because of all the bullshit nonsense. But okay,
I like it.
DNF for me.
Yeah, so
What about you?
we were running about 12th or so at that point,
Okay.
maybe. So, yeah, so Andy went off, so, yeah, inherited
Yeah,
that
you-
spot. But
yeah.
then, but I had he took a hard right, I took a hard left to avoid Willie. So
So
I'm like,
you-
I got
you-
2 spots, sweet. But the yellow came out, so Willie got to go back ahead of me.
You're admitting and agreeing with me that Willie was pretty screwed up.
Oh, yeah, no,
Okay.
like, I about T-boned him, too.
Okay.
So, no, for
Because
sure.
I don't know, a couple of people were like, "Whoa, what happened?" It's like, "Well, didn't you see the 29 really sideways?"
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
no. I'm like, so then I start second guessing
It was
myself
it was almost like a whole spin that he did.
because that was the lap. That was like the double file restart, so it's like a hornet's
Yes.
nest. And I mean, I kind of drove into turn 3,
Yeah.
already on my right front, like full throttle, because I think this thing ain't turning. and then all of a sudden there's a 29 super sideways, and it's like, oh shit!
Yeah.
Hey, that guy didn't spin out after all. Shoot.
Well, you went single file out the next. They went single file.
Yeah, but I was
Start.
gone.
Well,
Yeah, I was just.
Maybe.
Who
yeah.
cares what happens
I
after
don't
I'm
know.
gone?
the car's
feel like
in
we're
one
double.
piece. That's a good night.
I
Okay,
wonder-
back to you. Sorry. So
no,
you,
no, that was it basically because we were around. I think I was around 13th or 14th at that point, and then had a shot to get up to 10th, battling. I needed to get up. Were you running high in 3 and 4? Because
yeah,
the line kind of
I
moved
get
up
off
there.
the bottom of 4.
Yeah, it was a struggle. Like, and it was started getting really slick, like kind of bottom to middle in 3 and 4. Like, but there was a moisture of like good traction, like on the exit on the straightaway. You just had to try to get there, but people started running the top, and I needed to get up there sooner. So,
How hard do you try on lap 30 for 12th, 11th, 10th, right?
but yeah, I know, but everybody. We were all like bound up together and stuff, and then yeah, we were hard charger last night. Tonight was an extra $250 for a hard charger, and I needed to get 2 more spots to get that.
And you
didn't
didn't get a
Didn't
dime
get it.
last night for a hard charger.
Yeah, I've
I bet.
only passed 24 cars in the A mains the last 2 days, but
You know, I passed 3. So you did
Yeah,
better
who
than
did
me.
get a hard charger tonight?
I think it was Chase Johnson.
You did.
He
last
did good because
night.
he was he.
Yeah,
No,
but
but
he
it
didn't get
paid
no
mon-
money
it
last
paid
night, so who
money
gives a
tonight.
shit?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's how that goes, though, right?
Right.
With, yeah.
That
See,
reminds
you guys
me.
wouldn't have anything to talk about if
That-
everything
It
went your
reminds
way.
me
I
of
know.
the Bradway a few years ago. I was fast time on Friday night, and Jonathan Allard was second quick on Friday night. 0 money. Fast forward 24 hours, he was fast time on the Bradway, and I was second quick, and he made like $2,600 for fast time. I got 0 for second.
Oh boy.
See, I'm all about breaking it down to the whole
Well,
field.
yeah, it's fun to break it down if you're not the guy that
So,
won it.
Like when
If you're the guy that won it, you don't want to break nothing down.
when Alan Handy put that extra $1,000, like Colby kind of said, so what are we doing? We just adding it to the top, and Shane Golovic, shout out to him, like he said, no, like, well, somebody said, do the whole field, like all 24, like what, you get $10 or whatever.
I didn't get any of Alan's money. I didn't get to the
$50.
damn top 10.
But
Darn it.
Golovic said top 10. That makes sense.
I
Extra
like that.
$100 for
Yeah.
10 guys. So
Obviously,
that's
nobody
cool.
cared because nobody went to get their money. All independently wealthy race teams that don't need the money to get. You know, you
There's some
could
truth to
could
that.
make the argument that these race teams do need the money to get home at the price of diesel right now.
Oh man. Keeps
I mean,
skyrocketing.
Is Tarleton's did Tarleton's even cover their fuel bill from Fresno to Chico and back
Right.
for winning tonight? 5,500. They might have broke
Goodness.
even.
Oh.
Thanks, Joe. I'll piss off the Democrats. I wonder if any Democrats are fans of this show.
Are they
I
fans
doubt
of
it.
racing?
Are Democrats even fans of racing? I don't know. That's a great question.
Yeah.
Your mom is.
Yeah. True. Jeff Bumgarner's watching. Boy, old Biff Dog flipped his dingling off tonight. Holy crap, man. I was waiting for it to come down at a hard
That was
angle.
scary.
But
Yeah.
luckily it just kind of kept
Mm.
tiptoeing until it finally landed. But
Feeling-
the car wasn't that bad, so that was kind of cool.
That
But,
end over end is scary.
Yeah.
That's how you got it.
Oh, the DOC's talking to us. What does that say?
No, he's just watching. Oh, I know at least one driver came over to the T-shirt booth and got paid for tonight.
Yeah, Mikey.
Yeah,
One.
That was it. That was
Only
the one.
car.
You saw
The
the,
only
one.
one.
He saw the one.
Tyler Thompson, by the way, I think is the driver that went and got paid. And I don't know, I ran into your car owner as I left. He had his W-9 in his hand, and then he says he didn't even get paid. So did he forget? He turned his W-9 in and didn't even get a damn
Here,
check.
tax me. I'll see you later.
Uh, who cares about 12th place? I mean, what does that pay?
Man, I
Nothing.
don't know.
Who cares?
Didn't get an
It's
extra
all for the
$100.
love of the sport.
Right.
Okay, so let's give the new promoters a grade. How
Hey.
they do this weekend?
All things considered, I did send Colby a text tonight. He hustled his butt off all weekend long, on the phone,
He's
racing
kinda-
back and forth. Like
He's like calm like a cool cucumber too. I haven't really. I wasn't in really Colby's clique really. Like there's a generation gap there. He's a go kart kid. I'm an old decrepit sprint car guy. All my friends are retired and gone. But yeah, it was kind of fun getting to know Colby here these last few weeks. And he's just like calm and cool.
And he's promoted quite a bit of a la carte shows and
I've heard he's done good.
amazing job at those too. So yeah, so he has some experience in that for sure. But no, yeah, he just kind of he's a jack of all trades kind of.
While his other two partners are off jacking around doing other things,
racing for a living.
Which I think Brad got 7th tonight. I think I heard.
Aww.
Probably Brad's not concentrating.
Yeah, he's
on
probably
on
like,
his
how's
craft.
Chico going? How's Chico?
Well, that's because some jerk kept texting him pictures of stupid shit.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Who was that?
Who did
That was me. I texted I don't know if I told this last night. I texted him a picture of the crowd.
Aw, you jerk.
Tonight
It looked good tonight.
No, I'm talking about last
Tonight,
night.
but
Oh,
last
it
night
looked
was
good
bad.
tonight.
No, tonight it looked good.
Yeah, no, I think they did good. So the funny thing to me about promoting, and I went to this dinner one time with Don Tognotti, and he talked about how they were so proud of West Capitol when they first took it over and revamped it. And after the first race, all the paper towel holders were ripped off the bathroom walls, and the toilets were all overflowing. And he was like, "Welcome to promoting." And I kind of thought the same thing out here after last night, because I mean we have been, everybody's been busting ass, spit shining, cleaning, polishing. And I mean, we're a half hour into packing last night, and I go in the bathroom, and all the sinks are overflowing because they're just full of mud from people washing their hands. And we
Yeah.
had shit tracked everywhere. And there was a cone out there at the exit. Somebody ran the cone over, and it was in 50 pieces. It was just like, welcome to promoting.
Yeah.
It just sounds like a
All
hell of
that
a lot of
hard
fun.
work. Dang.
Man, there's probably Chico mud all the way to freaking Orville and whatever else
It's
was
on
that
its
way,
back.
Red
It's-
Bluff. I mean, there was
It's on his way to Idaho right
black
now with our
dirt
neighbor.
tracked everywhere last night. It was everywhere.
Yeah, a lot of mud.
But I don't know. I think they did good.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I heard the food was spectacular.
Yeah, Julio, the concession stand guy, is just A, his food's good, and
Knocking
B,
it out.
he's like a jack of all trades too.
No, yeah.
And his brother, you know his brother, you've seen him in the pits before. He's deaf, but he still can kind of talk. And his brother pitted for Dennis Woods, who was a late model guy back in the 90s, who eventually got into sprint cars. I watched Dennis Woods literally break his car in 2 pieces at Grass Valley. He launched off a right rear, and he hit the light pole.
Oh.
And I'm not joking you, the car broke in half.
Oh,
The
jeez.
only thing holding it together was the Nerf bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and I was talking to him about that. He goes, yeah, my brother used to hang out with Dennis Woods. And I said, I remember one night at Grass Valley, he broke his car too. So he went home and talked to his brother. He goes, my brother was there that night. This was in 1992. My first year racing, but my dad was still racing. So we're having this red flag in the heat race. What the hell's taking so long? I'm 15, 16 years old. I'm a big, tough, cool kid. I go down there and look. Holy crap. That car's broken in half. So I go back to my dad. My dad's like, what's taking so long? I was like ready to tell my dad, Dad, I don't think you should race anymore. I mean, I was scared, man. But yeah, so that was a funny Grass Valley story. You see this person trying to call me?
I know. Hi, Mandy.
Mandy, don't call.
She's not even on Facebook. She doesn't know
She-
this is happening right now.
Who's Mandy?
Mandy Davis.
Now she's calling again.
She's FaceTiming
I wonder
you.
if we could FaceTime talk to
No.
her and Facebook Live.
Tell her
No.
to call me.
Well, I can't
Well, I
tell
don't-
her.
yeah,
She's not on
she's not
Facebook. She
watching.
doesn't know this is going on.
Oh.
Anyways, I think,
Like 97 minutes, I think we're at now.
holy crap. Who
I know.
cares? I think we should set a world record for the longest Shark Tales and Andy show. It might be a while before we do another one. When's our next 2-day show?
Right? I don't know.
Any questions?
Did we ever get a question? You're supposed to keep up on the questions.
I was watching. I haven't seen anything else come
Nick
through.
Petruzzi. Oh, poor Nick.
Dean Mills said he's not lying. Carr was in too.
Don't you wish you were here, Nick? You could be on, but you're not. Sorry, buddy.
He was here tonight.
Well, no, but he's not
I
here.
know, he's not here.
Probably
Can't
on
hear
his way
from
back to
Nick at night.
Gilroy or wherever the heck they live. Okay. I
Kim?
think we've about had enough.
We had enough.
Unless there's something else you want to... Well, okay. I'm racing Marysville next Saturday. What's your next race?
In 2 weeks, is that SCCT opener? Or
No,
is that
that's a Placerville Point Show opener.
Then I will be there in the 1B car. So, Blevins.
Point show opener,
Yep.
yes.
All right. So we'll be battling out in
Oh,
different
my-
cars now.
My replacement's watching.
replacement.
Who's your replacement?
Well, they must not have replaced one of my old crusty torsion bar stops because I think that's what the X1 broke tonight.
Oh, somebody, or Troy said it was a rear end.
Yeah, well, no, I mean it's a rear suspension component,
Oh, that's
and
what
when
it
it
was.
breaks, the whole freaking thing just flops down. But okay.
Oh, Mike Allen wants to know your thoughts on doing the draft for the rest of the year.
Josh Bates had a really good point. Like the pill draw is already random, so now we're randomly picking a pill, and now we're like it's kind of like double randomly. I don't know. Depends on how many times I want to have big balls and say I'm going to pick the worst number, and I'm going to go out and be quick time.
Yeah, but
How long
props
did
for
it
that.
take?
Like,
You guys
It
had
didn't
49
take that
cars.
long.
How
They,
long?
they were very efficient with
Yeah,
the thing.
the time doesn't
But
take.
how many times will you have this many cars here too? I mean, it's
Like it's fun. It's interesting. It adds something to it. But like so, Stephen Kent. His complaint was, I finally draw a late number for qualifying yesterday, and then now I'm stuck with the being first out or
Okay.
whatever. So
Put your earmuffs on. So yeah, Colby's open to stuff, right? And he goes, "Okay, drivers, what were your thoughts on the draft? What do they call it? Is it the pill draft?"
yeah, it's something like that.
And out of the corner you hear, "It's fucking stupid." That was Stephen Kent. He wasn't a fan.
Everybody
Props for
else seemed to
sticking
be.
up. They're talking up.
Everybody else seemed to be.
you're always
Into it.
gonna have people.
So-
that
But
don't
like Colby
stuff.
so yes, Josh Bate had a good point. Colby's point was like, guys, you hear a lot of people say, "Man, my heat was stacked this time."
That was
Well,
a good point.
Now, like, whenever you do this, like, you are putting yourself in your own heat race. So, like, if your heat's stacked, you put yourself there, kind of.
So you're only to blame yourself.
Exactly. So
So if you're an
Who
arrogant,
makes
a
so if
heat
you're an
stack,
arrogant
though? Do you
asshole and
all
you pick
think-
first
yeah.
out and the track's slimy, then you look like a bag of buttholes. Thank God that worked out for me
Yeah.
tonight.
'Cause I
you're
thought
just a
you were
stud,
an
man.
idiot.
That was such a great lap.
That
man.
was. I mean, I'm not going to
It
crow
was
too
8
much, but that was badass. I
It
will
was
say.
8.
Colby's watching.
It was
Oh.
Colby.
it was
Silver Dollar
8.
Speedway's got the best promoters ever.
Fantastic.
Colby's
100%.
watching.
A+ all the way. Great job.
I'm going to need to be allowed to. Oh, hey, let's go. Let's back up, Mikey Allen, if you're watching. The starts tonight. The outside car is still doing a little bit of this. And I mean, I'm not going to bitch.
Mainly for yours.
Yeah,
it
I
was
mean-
a lot of hold back. That
There-
might be that car, because Andy Gregg is pretty good at that.
Andy Craig.
Andy Gregg.
That's what the old video guy used to call him. He would dub the races afterwards, and he always called him Andy Craig. He didn't know
Oh,
his name
really?
was Craig. Skip.
Skip.
But he was notorious for holding back on that outside row and get a running start at that line. And
Yeah, it's like,
that
well, you were
O-
even at
O1
the
car did
chalk
the same
line.
thing.
Well, yeah, but this guy was going 25 miles an hour faster than the other guy. So I think we need to maybe address the outside car
holding
not doing
pace.
this.
Right.
Yeah, so, and if they don't, maybe that's where my missile bazooka idea comes into play. You just
Question: with all this change, why doesn't the person that gets quick time get to choose if they're on the inside or the outside of a heat
that's
race?
not a heat race thing.
Yeah, we don't want to get
I
all
feel like
into
you
that.
guys
I
get
don't
to
think.
choose everything
That's just
else.
the main event thing.
Nick's in
Noted.
Sacramento. He said, "What's up?" And Mike Allen said, "Noted." LOL.
Okay. I think, let's just
Oh my
keep
gosh.
talking as long as
So
people keep
Jeff
talking.
said HTW to H15, and I am not a sprint car person that knows anything. So
Talking
I'm like,
tires.
what is that acronym?
Interesting.
But that's a
Okay,
tire.
So
HTW
stands
is a
for
tire.
Hoosier Tire West. That's the California tire we used to run, and the H is the outlaw tire. So, did you experience any tire chatter tonight?
No, I did not.
Me and Willie both did again.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I wasn't as bad as last night's chatter, but
Did you compare your guys' setups?
Or your
well, I can't
speed,
tell
where you're
Willie
not
my
going
speed
fast
secrets.
Then
You-
how are
did you
guys
talk to
gonna
Willie after
ever
the race?
Figure it out.
No, not tonight.
Oh.
Willie, why? Goddamn, this isn't Ascot, man. You don't pitch it in there sideways like that. But yeah, Willie ruined my whole race because that was when I was ready to take. I was gonna get my charge on.
Yeah.
I had saved my tires. The fuel had burned off,
Save my tires.
and I was going to the front.
Save the chattering.
But okay, unless anybody gives us a new question in the
I did
next
see
10
something. Dean
seconds.
Mill said Sean Becker is replacing Chelsea. So, like, has an announcement really been made that
That she's
you're in that
having
car?
a baby?
Yeah, Chelsea is pregnant.
A little
I think
girl.
Yeah, she's
having a
she's
girl.
doing July, so
You haven't like
Chelsea
talked
can't
about
be
your
racing
ride.
right
Old
now.
enough to have a baby?
I know it's weird. Like
Holy
I
crap.
remember watching her in box stock in
Baby's
250
having a
class at Repla. So
Like, I literally remember her being like 14 racing with us, and that seemed like last year.
yeah,
Time flies.
it's crazy.
Johnny Sullivan, what's up, Johnny?
Seems like all the cars were chattering the left rear from what I could see.
So
Left rear? I don't know.
you could have.
Do you think it's a left rear chatter?
Hell, I don't know. That shook my eyes out last night, though. Tonight was tolerable, but last night was very annoying.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I didn't notice it today, but definitely at least a
Probably
lap or
because you
two.
got that gentle right foot that's so just like soft on the
Throttle control.
Yeah, and I'm just like, drive like an asshole. Hey, we were talking about my jacket earlier today. So I've just reached the point where,
You're old enough.
well,
we had an issue for a long time. Like we've been fortunate enough. We won some championships. We got a lot of jackets with our names on it. And
Where your jacket at?
yeah, where your jacket at? But I have a hard time wearing my jacket with my name on it. I don't know. I just feel weird. And you are kind of the same way.
yeah, it's like I'm not cool if I. That's so nerdy. But if you look back in history, jackets and racing jackets were a cool thing and a proud thing. And like at Baylands, the drag strip guys, if you won like 5 races at Baylands, that was your thing. You got a jacket. And if you had one of those 5-time winner jackets, you were badass. Like, oh shit, that guy's got a Fremont drag strip jacket. He's a freaking shit. And then I don't know, we got to our generation, it's like, oh, that's nerdy. I'm not gonna wear that jacket.
But we're doing it to ourselves. It's like nobody else says that
So
necessarily.
like, I've got 25 freaking championship jackets. I'm gonna wear one of these days.
Except for they're all
And-
purple.
Leave me alone.
They're all purple though.
I dare anybody to win 26 and outdo me, but yeah. So that's the story. I'm wearing my freaking championship jacket from Petaluma because
Looks
it's kind of
good.
cool looking. I got the new Hoosier logo on it, and
Finally a jacket
And
that
it's
I
actually
might steal
black,
and
too.
he will.
It's warm.
Now he wants
yeah,
to
it's
wear
nice. Well, so get this. I froze my ass off last night.
Yeah.
So guess what I did tonight? I wore both my pairs of fireproof long underwear tonight, and I was still cold.
You needed it. You're,
But you were not gonna catch on fire, so that's good.
Even if he
I don't know
had,
if
he
I
could
went
have sat
fast
in there
enough to
for an
catch on
hour.
fire.
did in qualifying.
Yeah, that's true.
Good job.
So Jeff Baumgartner says you can't wear your own apparel. It's weird. It is like
I
wearing.
will not wear
Yeah,
my own
yeah,
shirt.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely not.
I
You
saw Jason
did.
York wear his own
Tell the story
a Jason
about
York
that
shirt at
one
Calistoga one
time.
time.
So, okay. So I had this 2007 shirt. It was the last shirt. It was a large shirt.
So
This is
funny.
what Jason said too.
And I couldn't get rid of it. Nobody, like, hey, you want this shirt? No, I wear medium. I need a double X. So I finally say, screw it. I'll wear it to work. I wear it at my house, right? My shop's at my house. I'll just wear my own shirt. Nobody knows anything. I'll wear it. So one time she goes, we need to go to the bank. You need to sign something. I'm like, no, I don't want to go. I got my own shirt on. She goes, nobody's gonna know. So we go down. First thing out of the gal's mouth is, you wear your own shirt? And I look at her, I'm like, God damn you! I told you I didn't want to
So
come.
true. He walked out of the bank.
I could have changed my shirt, I guess, and I didn't wear it no more. But I didn't want to throw a brand new shirt away. And it was that year's shirt was pretty cool. So I was like, that's kind of a cool looking shirt.
It probably took me a year just to get him away from the house in the first place. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that
was.
is
We're
funny.
at
He was
Calistoga.
mortified.
We're at Calistoga, and I see Jason York walking up, and he's
Yeah,
got
tell me the York story. This is
and he's
good.
got a Jason York shirt on. And
Julie probably made him.
maybe, but I said, "Hey, Jace," he's all, "The laundry was broke," or something like he immediately didn't even let me address it or something. Like he had to call it out. He's like, "It was the only shirt that I had. Like I had to wear something. That's all I had. I swear, that's all I had. I don't do this."
Really baller. He would have gone shirtless. I would go shirtless. Well, I
Where
guess
you
I
go
didn't.
Oh, yeah.
shirtless.
I would
Like,
go
where we-
I would have gone shirtless. Nah, I would
Tonight?
say not tonight. It was pretty cold. It was pretty damn cold here
42,
tonight. But
40.
Shannon Collins said if he had a black jacket, he'd probably wear it, but the purple one he has is hanging in the closet.
Yep,
And then
all
I
our
don't. It went
purple
away. I
ones.
don't know who said it, but they want to know if you have any superstitious things.
Oh yes, you.
I do not.
Oh yes, I
You
do.
don't let anyone touch your helmet, and you don't wash your helmets. They're
Uh,
white.
I've gotten.
You-
I must.
You're a pretty neat guy too. So
I do.
He's anal retentive.
But then he lets his helmet just.
I
get
don't wash
dirty
my
all
helmet
year.
because it doesn't have a paint job on it. So who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You have a shirt thing, don't you?
A shirt thing.
Doesn't he have an issue with like wearing something if he had a bad night? Like you
Oh
won't wear
yeah,
it
yeah,
again?
yeah, yeah, yeah. He'll
Uh,
if he wins on a night,
I'll
he'll
keep
wear
track
that,
of that.
shirt
Yeah,
again.
I mean, I'll keep track. Like that was a good night. I'll wear that
Yeah.
shirt again. But
He had Jason York's the topless he wore that one a lot.
speaking of Jason York, if anybody's curious what Jason York's up to these days,
I have a picture.
he's Jimmy Johnson's tire changer on his Indy car. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, the dude was living in Chico 2 years ago
That
As
was
a-
my driver.
as a mechanic for the Chico Police Department, I believe,
Yes,
and
yes.
they moved to Indiana, and now he's working at Chip Canassie
Worked for Michael
as
Andretti first.
Jimmy Johnson's tire changer.
That's awesome.
Now we could probably we all love and admire Jimmy, but he's probably not going to win any IndyCar races, but still pretty badass
Yeah.
to be pit for Jimmy Johnson.
That's cool.
So, Dean, what is up? What else you got
Surprised
to say?
he didn't just take it off right there and walk around with his shirt off. He's like a sissy with the cold, though. He's not going to wear
people
no
don't
shirt.
understand. Andy
when it's
doesn't-
I wore 2 sets of fireproof underwear tonight. That'll tell you.
My
How
wife has
chilly was.
snow pants on today.
And
learned
I
that
was
from
so
me.
warm.
She learned that from you.
I did.
Yeah.
This guy wears snow pants
the
at
Hangtown
Wear-
100.
yeah,
The
the
Hangtown
Hangtown
100.
100 in late November in Placerville. It's pretty damn nipply, and yeah, I wear my snowmobile gear there, and people kind of make fun of me, and they're cold, and I'm not. So
And
Alright.
then this year he's gonna wear all that and his jacket, and he's gonna be.
I don't
super
think
nerdy.
this jacket will fit over my snowmobile jacket, but all them USAC guys will be really impressed with that 360 wing sprint car champion. Boy, that guy's proud of himself, isn't he? All right, so okay, what's our next camp? When is our next 2-day
when is it?
race?
I
Because
don't
it
know.
might be a while before we do Shark Tales again.
That's why it was a long one.
That's why it was a long one.
I don't know, bud.
So the next 2-day
When are
show.
you camping next?
So the next 2-day show is here
After
for
tax
the
season?
Burnell weekend. It's a Friday night 410
That's
show.
410, so I don't
Sean
have
needs
anything
a
for
ride for
And
the
a Saturday
410
night
Chico
show.
races.
Yeah, so you're right, Michael.
Yep,
but I'm
Tartar
not
race
sure
in April.
if I'm going to be in Placerville on that Saturday, or what the commitments will be. So, I guess it's to be determined. But yeah, I would like to be here for 2 nights. I like racing Chico 2 nights, and I like camping out. So,
Yeah, I would.
but
I would
you're not
enjoy
even
that too.
you're not even an option
I might
right
camp
now.
out and like be your spotter.
Oh, driver
or
coach
something.
again.
Yeah.
I broke it.
So if Sean went for the Chico Championship, your husband can go race Placerville. You front the 410 here for Sean to run. You can be the car owner champion.
We don't have a 410.
Really?
Go find a 410.
Well, why don't you find one?
Well, you talk more than we do, so you could hook that
He
up better
kinda
than we
have
could.
a little bit when it comes to like the ins
Bill
and
says
outs.
Pville points. Come on.
I gotta-
Yes, he's
actually-
doing
And Blake
P-Bill
said
points.
Sean needs a 410.
I
He's
got a
got
bone
it.
to
Or-
pick with Bill Strauss.
Oh, you
when
just
he-
need a 410.
when
You've got
he
to
was
ride.
an
Just need a
official
410.
at Placerville, and that one night that
one
I
night.
drove the mini truck,
Oh yes.
I know they rigged it to where we ran backwards just because I was racing.
Oh,
it.
really?
They
I
did.
didn't
Yes.
flip the
Yes,
coin?
they did.
Bill, I'm calling you out. I know you guys made me run backwards just
No,
for the hell of it.
I think he called himself out that night. He wanted to see you run backwards.
Dude, it's a trip going backwards. Man.
I can imagine.
I mean, I've made a lot of left-hand turns at Placerville. And to go right, oh boy, it is something else.
Scoring was really difficult because I call the white flag when there's 3 laps to go on my screen. I call the white flag when you're coming out of turn 4, like two to go. I say white flag next lap. I couldn't figure out where I'm supposed to call it when you're going backwards because I'm trying to and obviously it's turn 1, but you're in turn 1 and I'm looking at turn 1.
But
So like
turn
you guys
4?
would get towards the backstretch and I'm like, oh, white flag next time, shoot. It's weird.
It
That
is
backwards
weird.
thing is weird.
And unfortunately, they don't do it backwards anymore.
That was fun though.
I thought it was
cool.
great.
Well, I guess
It
there was
flipped a lot.
There was a little issue with the trajectory of the flag stand and how they come
Oh.
around at that angle.
Okay.
So for safety reasons, they don't go backwards.
But it was fun to watch.
Oh man,
It was
I think the
fun to
mini
watch.
trucks, if they could get like 14 of them,
We
Yeah.
got
that
all
would-
sorts of officials jumping
that
on
would be
here.
the best. Yeah, I was talking to Dan
Got
tonight.
Ron Johnson,
Dan
Dan
Laurel.
Belton. Bill
Hi,
says
Ron.
it's dangerous.
Yeah, no, that's why they
No,
quit
you don't
doing
want
it.
danger. Yeah.
All right, so okay, well, so let's just say it doesn't happen in April. When's the next? Would it be Labor Day? The Posse Challenge?
Jeez.
I'm
When's the posse?
Yeah, you're in the
challenge?
Posse Challenge.
Labor Day weekend.
What weekend's that?
That's a
September.
long time from now.
That's after Gold Cup.
No, it's
Before.
No,
before
that's
Gold
before.
Cup.
It's a week
Before.
Oh, the
before.
weekend before Gold Cup.
yeah.
Shoot.
So it ain't till Gold Cup week basically.
Shark Tales, man. People will forget about Shark Tales by
Yeah, they
November,
will.
September.
Someone did say, why does it have to be when they camp? Why can't they just do it every night?
We would love to do them every night, but Joe Biden said no. So
What? It's
it's one of his things he passed. What are
people
those
listen
called?
to that guy?
Laws?
No. Copeland said Wolf
Laws.
Memorial. When's that?
The
Wolf is in August,
is
isn't
in
it?
August, yeah. Before
Come-
no, the Wolf is the last
Oh,
race.
Peter Murphy.
in-
Yeah,
Peter
are you
Murphy
doing-
Classic. When's that?
That's in
That's Tulare and
May, I
Hanford.
That's
think.
Hanford Tulare, right?
You're doing
Are you-
SEC too.
Are you
right?
doing that?
Well, as of
I'm
now, I
doing
am.
those.
Okay, there you go.
Well, are those both?
Colby
SEC?
said June 3rd, 4th.
Is the wolf?
The
I
Wolf.
will be in Oregon on June 4th.
Oh crap! Who's gonna dump the crapper if you're not here?
Sounds like you're gonna have
Lisa.
It didn't work last time. I'm not gonna.
Lisa's dumping
Okay,
the
so
crap
we're
out.
being dramatic. We're gonna camp before September.
I'll be in Oregon June 4th.
What are you doing in Oregon?
Jackson's graduating high
Okay,
school.
you're not taking the motorhome then.
Huh?
You're not taking this.
Ooh, I don't think so.
Okay, good. Then we're camping. So the next Shark Tales will be
Yay.
relatively by June.
That's still a long time.
It is a long time.
April 29-30. Let's work on that.
Yeah,
I
but then
actually am working on getting you a 410 for that.
it's
You're
still
working on
I
that?
am.
dependent on if
I'm
I'm
gonna whore
committed
you
to
out.
Placerville by then. See, my point chase kind of ended tonight by me running last.
Yeah.
That's true. You should try and
Yeah,
stay
why'd
on the
you give
track
up,
and not just
quitter?
give up and leave.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Everybody likes a
I,
quitter.
what did I say? I said, well, Andy's not going for points if he doesn't stay
I'm
on
not
the
going to
racetrack.
deny the fact that that didn't cross my mind when I was pulling off, but I was like,
You already knew you were going to miss a couple
Do you know of
races.
any drivers that were here this weekend that positively are planning to hit every race?
I've heard
Baumgartner, I would think
TK.
so. I would think
Brad
Baumgartner
wasn't.
would.
Was Brad here yesterday?
no.
Mm-mm.
No, so he missed yesterday.
Oh, he was?
So yeah, I think I've heard that TK has committed, and that's a good option because he has a 360 and a 410. So that's kind of the gist right now. The problem with Chico, or not a problem, but I mean the champion is going to be all the 360 races, all the 410 races, the Gold Cup. So you just need to run every sprint car show at Chico. So you don't
can't
necessarily need a 410 for all those races. You could show up with your 360, but
Mhm.
you know, do you want to roll in here for an ARC show with your 360?
Would
No.
the Outlaws allow you to do that though? I don't know.
Yeah.
If they do
Why
that. Are you
not?
sure?
If so,
I
I
don't
feel-
know.
Remember we used to
Well,
do the
they're-
360 bonus at
Yes,
Gold Cup?
but they
Yeah.
used to, but they're pretty stickers
I ran
about
7th
that
in the
now.
B main one year at the Gold Cup with my 360.
Did you get the bonus?
Fuck yeah. Sorry, yes I did.
You already said it once. I don't know why you care now.
Well, no,
I will say that I don't like the double points for Gold Cup.
Double points? What's
Yes.
that? Is it just show up points?
Double points if you make the A main Saturday night of Gold Cup.
Oh, really?
But it's Gold Cup. That's a pretty big deal.
So
Yeah, Bumgarner say no 410. Plus he didn't
Okay.
race last night. Oh, Rod Tyner's watching. So, I don't know, Rod, if you've been watching the whole time, but we complimented your grandson on not causing a yellow. But I thought maybe Rod would be mad at him for not causing the yellow and bunching the field back up, that's kind of textbook what
Old
you do.
School, yeah.
So, Rod, if you agreed with your grandson not dicking up the show, so everything's is a risk reward. Somebody
Yeah.
wins, somebody loses. Isaiah brings out the yellow. He wins, and he bunches the field up, and the crowd loses. Isaiah does not cause the yellow. The crowd wins, and Isaiah loses. So it's kind of a very big touch and go thing. But I'm just curious what Rod did you want him to cause a caution?
Probably not.
Or did you not give a shit at that point? He made the dash. I mean, that's saying
where?
something.
What position was he in at that point?
He was in the dash.
Mikey
So-
said I thanked him on the receiver for that.
we
that was
saw-
helpful.
I called you out.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
No.
Tyner said no.
No, now I forget what I asked him. No.
You asked him if it was.
Were you mad at him?
Yeah.
No. Or did you want him to? No. Okay. So, okay, Rod. I mean, Rod wants the show to continue to progress on, too.
Yeah.
You know, so here's a funny story on that. We're just going to keep talking. If people want to turn off, they can turn off.
Yeah.
I was at a Civil War show at Marysville one night. The white flag came out for a heat race. And this slap dick, running last, half spins out, pops it out of gear, causes a yellow. On the last lap. What are you going to gain with one lap to go? On the restart, somebody drives over a right rear, gets in the fence, tears the fucking fence down, and 45 minutes later, finally the race gets over. I mean, we were like literally 5 seconds away from that race finishing, and just because this one guy had to do the look at me caution, we lost almost an hour of the night. So that's been in the back of my mind forever as far as the look at me cautions and what that potentially can lead to. But
All right. Well, here's a question. Like, you're lined up, yellow happens, not yours. You line up, you got a flat tire.
oh yeah,
So now what?
Pull off.
And the officials see, hey, you got a flat tire. You need to leave, but this isn't your caution.
Yeah.
You're not going to get time. Or are we going to start the race so you can cause your own caution
yeah, that's the
to
stupidest
take
thing
off?
in the whole goddamn world. Yeah, so basically, it's not your caution
Right.
if you pull off under caution with a flat tire. So what they want you to do is restart the race.
Right.
Cause a caution, so now it's your caution.
Right.
So yeah, I like it when the DOC's got his head on straight and he says, hey, 92, you got a flat tire. Get in there and change it now and we'll wait for you. We'll give you your 2 laps. We're not going to wait forever.
Right. No, I'm with
Yes,
you.
Doug, I am so thrilled to be in Merced April
Yes.
23rd and not August 1st.
Mhm.
You
Nobody ever wants to go to Merced in August.
Me too?
Yes, you too.
Me too what?
You
I will be in
not
Merced.
the movement. You will be in Merced.
Yeah, I like the band. You too's good.
No, me too.
You too. Me too. What?
The Me Too movement. Are you,
You
part
know,
of the
me
Me Too
too.
movement?
That's when all the girls don't let you sexually harass them.
Yeah.
They don't let you.
Stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Great. Hate. You talk about hate mail. Jesus Lord, dude.
Hey, don't
Where's
hate
the
me
fun in that?
because you ain't me. So I like to flirt with girls. Don't get offended by it. Appreciate it.
Mikey Allen says 100% give them 2 laps without
Okay,
causing
Mikey. Yeah,
another
so
yellow.
that's great. I
I
mean,
like it.
there's no sense in starting a race.
Jim
and,
Allen has an opinion on that too.
It's a waste of time.
I think we
and
talked
the
about that
spot.
last
Yes.
year with
Yeah.
Jim Allen.
That was the big crap show at Ocean when you won.
Yeah, when you
Oh, really?
That was
when
that
you
night.
ripped your finger off in the fence doing the fence.
Yeah.
Old man still isn't right.
Can't
Still
climb the
not
fence.
right. I can't anymore. Too old.
Speaking of still isn't right, I'm going to say a month ago I was at Petaluma and I was trimming his palm trees and I got speared right here.
Mm.
And my hand has not been the same
I
since.
told-
And
Yeah,
I guess
ask
you
the
can have
doctor.
you can get
Poisoning.
poison from
palm trees?
Palm
Yes,
trees, yeah.
from certain palm trees.
Good.
We
Like
don't
my
know
thumb was
it.
falling asleep in the car tonight. So like I'm serious. Like typically I don't care. I mean I don't go to the
I
doctor.
wonder why you drove off the track.
But yeah, now
Was it
shit's
Willie?
starting to affect me in the race car, and it's like I'm thinking maybe I need to make a doctor's appointment. But yeah, my hand is
Dude.
like.
Ask a doctor. I looked it
Palsy.
up, and there are certain palm trees that do
That's Bell's
cause
palsy.
Bell's palsy?
numbness.
No, that's when your eye's all screwed
Yeah.
up. Bell's palsy, I think. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Or did you tell me I was ballsy?
Both.
Okay.
Yes.
No,
You know, I think I deserve
Oh,
more,
Dave
more,
Vertulo's watching. Hi,
more
Dave.
credit
Hi,
for
Dave.
my ballsy. Draft.
They camped out today. They
Yeah.
got a new motorhome.
He knows about you hurting your finger. That was a good night.
That was a good night.
Yeah,
You'd
Dave,
like to see me hurt my finger.
you're
more.
he's gonna file a workman's comp case on you. So don't be too nice to him because I think he's got a year to do it. So
Wait, he got
when was the
1099.
when was the
Sorry.
the Katie was in August? So yeah, you got till August to file.
No, he's 1099. He doesn't get jack shit.
No. Why does it sound like a rocket's going off in our?
Because I
Kitchen.
turned the heater on.
She bought the
What?
launcher.
I turned
Turn the
heater.
damn heat off. We're not gonna sleep in a hot box.
Yeah, let's hotbox this bad boy.
Let's-
I can't sleep when it's hot.
Mm.
You'll turn the AC on when we go to bed.
All right. That's it.
I think we did. Tear off. Let's go.
Lockwood will be there April 23rd, and I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that. Nothing against Merced. I just don't like racing when it's 110. So I'm assuming the weather will be more pleasant in April at Merced.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
What
Petaluma and Merced kind of switched dates, so that's racetracks working together. Good on
Look
you.
at that.
Yeah.
It can happen.
Yeah.
Where else did we go that was miserable last year?
Hanford.
We went to Tulare in July.
Did SCCT go to, or that
That
was
was King of the West.
Yeah.
That was like an
I don't
added
remember
show or
that being
something.
miserable though.
It was
I
miserable.
watched
We've had some
the
hot
A-main
races in Hanford
from
and
the
Tulare.
swimming pool. That's how hot it was
Mm.
at Auburn. It was hotter where you guys were.
Yeah.
It sucked.
We've been on for an hour. Okay. That's it.
Bye.
No more.
Let's do this.
See you
Okay.
in May, April, June.
We'll do this again
Hope so.
when we do it again.
Hey, I think we should announce. It was good to see so many people from like Oregon and stuff come. That's cool.
You're just saying that because you're from Oregon. I don't
Well,
care
I'm
if anybody
just
from Oregon
saying.
comes.
Oh, really quick, because they were talking
Wow.
about Oregon people don't like California, but California is
California
okay with Oregon people. This was during the dwarf car heat race that the guy who won was Chris something,
Yeah.
and Troy called him Chris Cross, and I thought that was really
Oh.
funny.
No, back to the Oregon thing. No, back in the day, there was a lot of Oregon and Washington cars that used to come down here. Dale Smith, Marvin Smith, Billy Nutter. Now that I say there was a lot, I can't name any of them, but it seemed like there was a whole ton of them that used to come down here.
Michael Morlock.
Yeah, the 1A. Yeah.
Marvin Smith, Dale Smith.
I already said them.
Okay. Just saying.
Don't repeat that. We need to add to the car count. You were from there. Who used to race up there?
Casey would come here.
Deemert?
Yeah. Passed.
Yeah. So yeah, there was definitely a collegian of them guys, and they used to come down for Gold Cup too. But that was a different era.
But they don't
So-
like you guys when you go up there.
Well, there's really not any of them left. There's not that
No.
many
There's not
cars
that
in
many.
Oregon and stuff. That
No.
just that kind of died. The 410s died off.
Yeah,
and the
now they got
360s.
that limited sprints. It
Yeah.
seems like
Yeah,
that's
it's
growing
cheaper
up
there. Yeah. The
Okay,
economy there hasn't.
push
been-
finish, and we'll call it a night.
Bye.
Finish.